Hey friends, welcome to today's high intensity workout. This is a bodyweight workout, so you don't need any equipment, except if you have a hard floor, make sure and put down a towel or a mat, something that's soft for your back. But make sure you warm up before we get started. We get kind of straight into the exercises here. It's roughly 30 minutes, and I hope you enjoy it. Have fun. We are going to start with 4 exercises, and just keep moving around while I'm talking so you guys are really warm for this. I want you to guys be nice and warm before you get started today. The first thing we're going to do is a lunge with a twist. So I'm going to have my hands behind my back on this one. And when I step forward for a lunge, I'm going to twist towards the side of my front leg and then come back to center, step, twist. And I'm going to do that for the first set, alternating my legs. So make sure you're doing a step forward lunge for that one. The next one is going to be a 2 push-ups with a knee tuck. So options here, and I'll give you options as we go, but you're going to do 2 push-ups. And then I want you to hop your feet together, hop them back out, and then repeat 2 push-ups. The next one is a squat lunge squat. So you're going to go down to a squat, but then you're going to hop it to a lunge, hop it back to a squat, hop it to a lunge, and alternate your legs for your lunge forward leg. And then the last one is a sit-up with a twist. That's just the last of the 4 exercises. And you're going to sit all the way up, twist when you get to the top. Alternatives on this one is a crunch with a twist at the top. Okay? So we are going to get started, and I'll give you guys some more alternatives to do during the workout itself. 40 seconds on. Let's go ahead and start with our lunge twist. So you're going to step forward, twist, and alternate. We're going to do 3 rounds of these exercises with a 15-second break between each exercise. 40 seconds on, 15 seconds off. So with this, make sure that your shoulders stay back. That's kind of the advantage of having your arms up, hands behind your head, as it makes you think about your posture. Chest is forward. Twisting on the down part of the lunge. Trying to get the back knee towards the ground. Good, rest. The next thing we're going to do is go down to a push-up. So if you want to do your push-ups on your knees, that's totally fine. And what you're going to be doing is you're going to do your 2 push-ups and then go to your toes, do a hop back, and then go back to your push-ups on your knees. Go ahead and start. Another alternative is with the 2 push-ups. You can step it forward, step it back. If your heart rate gets a little bit too high, the 2 push-ups, hopping forward, hopping back. You can do them on your knees as well, or if you need a small incline, but still include that hop forward, hop back. Push up. Make sure your back is nice and flat. So if you're on your knees, you want those hips to come down with you, so your hips are not staying in the air. Okay, rest. Let's come on back up to the top. We're going to do squat, lunge, squat. So this is a chance that if you need to take the hop out, you can. But if you can do the hop, go for the hop. It'll help with that, getting that heart rate up. Go ahead and start. We're going to squat, hop to a lunge, hop to a squat, hop to a lunge. Good. 2 options here. You can kind of go for speed, or you can try and go for depth with that lunge, or a little bit of both. If you're doing a step, you're going to step back for a lunge, come back to center, step back for lunge. That's a lower intensity option. There you go. Squat, lunge, squat. There you go. 8 seconds to go. Keep it going. Chest forwards. And rest. Nice job, everyone. I'm just going to make one quick adjustment here. Great job, everyone. And we're going to start back up. We're going down to the ground for our sit-ups. Laying on the ground. And this is where, if you want to put the arms behind your head, you can, or put them in front of you. Add a twist to the top of your sit-up. Lower intensity, come up for a crunch. Twist at the top of the crunch. Up, crunch, back down. Here we go. I'm using a different microphone today, so if you guys can hear me any better or worse, you'll have to let me know. I can't hear you now, but you can let me know later if you want to. Or if you're feeling good, rest. If you're hearing more of my hard breathing, you can let me know as well. Okay, so that was round one. Let's go back to the lunges with the twist. So remember, we're stepping forward, arms behind your head, and start coming down. Try and get that back knee as close to the ground as you can. There you go, shoulders back. It almost feels like a little bit of a stretch. If you're at a computer a lot during the day or kind of slouched over, those muscles in the front here in your chest get a little bit tight. There you go, down, switch. 15 seconds, make sure you're alternating on each one. A lot of balance here in the sense of going back and forth from one foot to the other. 4 seconds to go. You guys are doing great. Rest. Okay, we're gonna come down to the push-ups. So now you know what's coming on this second round. We've kind of gone through all the motions. Try and challenge yourself. Make yourself work for that 15 seconds rest. If you're feeling like, go ahead and start. If you're feeling like at the end of that 40 seconds, you're like, oh, I kind of pushed, but I don't really feel that tired. Try and step it up a level. You are your own coach for this. I'm just here to walk you through it. 15 seconds to go, you got it. Nice solid push-ups, make sure your form is good. Hips come down with you. Knees or toes, chest to the ground. 3 seconds, and rest. Good, I hope you guys earned that rest on that one. Let's go back to the squat with the lunging in between with the jumps, or stepping if you need a lower intensity option. All right, ready? Shoulder width apart, go ahead and start. Down, up, jump. There you go. Great job, everyone. There we go. And it is super nice weather. Good day for Cinco de Mayo celebrations. 15 seconds. That's it. Keep it moving, guys. Nice and low on each one, even the squat. Low. 3 seconds. And rest. Way to push, guys. Nice work. Sit-ups are next. Coming down to the ground. Good. Heart should be beating nice and hard. Go ahead and start all the way up with the twist. So the twist is at the top. It's another good chance to check your posture. Shoulders back. If you feel like you're pulling on your head too much, put your arms across your chest to resist that pull on the neck. Same thing with the crunches. If you're doing crunches, that's totally fine, but just do it with your arms across your chest like this. If you feel like you're pulling too hard on the neck, we want those abs to do the work, not the neck. Good, rest. All right, great job. We are 2 rounds in. We have 1 more round to go of those exercises. Starting with the forward lunge. Make sure to challenge yourself to get that back knee as close to the ground as you can. Go ahead and start. And twist towards your front leg, that side. So every step you alternate as well as twist to the side. There we go. Nice. So after this round, guys, this is our last set of these exercises. We are going to do a Tabata, which is super fun. Hence the high intensity nature of this workout today. But we will get to that later. Let's focus on what we're doing now. 3 seconds here. And rest. Next is the push-ups with the knee tucks. Remember your alternatives here. You can step it up for the knee tucks, or you can hop, and you can do the push-ups on your toes or your knees. I don't know why I just said I was done. Sorry. And start. I had it on the wrong over. 2 push-ups. And hop it. 2 push-ups. Good. One thing that I find I have to recheck my form with my push-ups is I kind of round the upper back a little bit. So make sure you check that your back at the top is nice and flat. Your core is engaged. If you feel like your hips are dipping too low, that's your core. So work on strengthening that. And rest. Good. Squat to lunge jumps. Woo. I'm hoping the microphone, they need to invent a microphone that doesn't pick up heavy breathing. Ready to start. Down, hop to lunge, and to squat. So when you're doing your squat, make sure that your heels are on the ground. Down. Good. So heels come to the ground when you do your squat. When you do your lunge, your back heel is off the ground. Just some little form checks to think about. Again, if you need a lower intensity option, you step, step, step. We've got 8 seconds. Push hard. Let's go. Good. Move those arms, rest. Good work. Down to the sit-ups. All right. Sit-ups here. Remember your options with your arms behind your head. Go ahead and start. Or across your chest, twist at the top. Nice straight back. So when you're at the top, if you're doing the sit-up option, you want to feel like your head is being pulled up towards the sky or the ceiling, depending on your outside or not. Twist. Even on the way back down, with crunches and sit-ups, it's just as important, it's just as much part of the exercise as the up part. So try to control that motion. Going nice and slow on the way down. Good, rest. Same speed on the way down as the way up. All right, great work guys, grab some water if you need to. We're gonna do a Tabata next. So that means we're doing 20 seconds on, 10 seconds off. 8 rounds. The same exercise on this Tabata. It's gonna be burpees with knee tucks. This is what it looks like. So you're gonna go down for the burpee, when you kick back, I want you to tap your knee to the opposite elbow, knee to the opposite elbow, and then hop. Add a jump if you want to. I'll give you some lower intensity options as well. We're gonna go ahead and get started with these. Grab a sip of water one more time if you need to, while I switch my timer. That's the only exercise you have to think about, okay? So a good goal is to count how many you do in the first round to see if you can stay as close to that number as we keep going. Whether that's 5, whether that's 10, whether that's 3, whether it's 20, whatever your number is. Ready? And start. So we're gonna go down, back, opposite knee to elbow, jump, up. Lower intensity, step it back, still do the opposite knee to the elbow, step it forward and eliminate the jump. That's your lower intensity option. Higher intensity, you can also add a push-up if you want to. Good, rest. That's short, only 20 seconds. Good, so now you know kind of how much work time you have versus how much rest. And start. So you want to really kick the speed up. It's not like our 40-second intervals to where they go pretty long. Well, it feels like a long sometimes. Sometimes they go fast, sometimes it feels like eternity. Coming back. Alternating. Jump. Good, rest. Nice job. If you're not feeling much, it's totally understandable. You could be really great shape for these. We're used to burpees. Add a push-up. Go ahead and start. If you're feeling these, just stick with it. The thing with the Tabata is they kind of creep up on you too. Alternate those knees. Try and get that knee to make contact or close to. Rest. Elbow close to contact. Rest. Make sure you rest. 5 seconds. You just gotta stick through this. This is the hard part when we get to this point. Ready? Start. Not like it wasn't already hard. Not discounting what the work you've already done. Just want you to push it through. If you're a runner, it's kind of like that third mile of the lap. There's something hard about it. You just gotta keep pushing. Rest. Nice work. 3 more to go. Making sure you're resting on the rest part. 2, 1, start. Down, back, knee tuck, jump, and go. It's totally fine if you take the jump out. Just keep your body moving. You can do this. 2 seconds. Nice job. 2 more to go. Try and catch your breath. Don't talk so much like I do. And start. Knee tuck, jump. Really twist those hips. Get a little bit of core action there. That's it. Almost there. Rest. All right, guys, we got 1 more. Power up. Earn this rest. Ready? Let's do it. I just feel like this will be the last part of that mile. Final 100-meter stretch. You're so excited that it's over, but you know you still gotta push. Check your form. Lock those shoulder blades in together. Rest. Nice job, everyone. Woo! A little virtual high fives for that one. Nice work. Great job. Grab some water if you need to. We're going to go back to 4 exercises, 3 rounds. And this will be 40 seconds on, 30 seconds off. Sorry, no. 40 seconds on, 15 seconds off. I definitely misspoke with that one. Okay, jacks. But not your normal jumping jacks. I want you to go out and in with your arms. You get a little bit of a shoulder burn with this one. That's our first exercise. Next one is going to be a kind of in a upside down, backwards tabletop, and you're going to tap your toes to your hands, alternating side to sides. Next one is going to be a Nordic ski type shuffle to a lunge. So it looks like this. So you're going to hop, hop, lunge, hop, hop, lunge, hop, hop, lunge, okay? It might take the first round just to kind of get the rhythm of it, but it was fun once you get the rhythm of it. Say the last one is going to be leg lifts, hands behind your head with a bicycle crunch. So I'm going to lift my legs and my hips off the ground, come back down, crunch, crunch, and I'll give you some lower intensity options for that once we get into the exercise. But let's keep it moving, guys. Are we ready? Woo! That's when I inject my computerized crowd cheering in the background. Yay, we're ready! Okay, starting with the jacks. And begin. So arms coming out, in. Lower intensity, you can take the hop out and do a side step. Doesn't always mean for fitness reasons. Sometimes if, like me, a few years after I had my kids, this was not a possibility. I definitely had to step. Good chance. Good thing about squeezing all those lower abdominal muscles, lower core muscles, lower pelvic muscles. Even if it's just a little hop out to the side. Arms out nice and high, like a T. When you come out to the side, rest. Good. We're going to come down to the ground for that upside down tabletop for our opposite foot to the opposite hand. We're going to be alternating feet. Ready? And let's do it. Hips up, reach and tap, tap. So the only lower intensity option here is to keep your hips on the ground. But I think all of you can keep your hips off the ground. If you do want to increase the intensity, you just simply need to speed up. Going faster and faster. You can also add a little tricep dip So I have to keep my fingers facing my feet. Dip, touch, dip, touch. So you can add a tricep dip if you want to. Dip, touch. So dip. Just make sure your fingertips are facing your heels. 2 seconds. And rest. Nice work. Now this is the Nordic ski hop for the lunge. Don't get too frazzled with the rhythm of it. If you're not feeling it, just doing lunges, you can change it to a lunge jump. Alternating feet, ready? So we're gonna go hop, hop, lunge. Hop, hop, lunge. So you are alternating your lunge every time. There you go. Nice work, guys. You guys always impress me. And you don't even have to make the feet move. You can just hop in place, almost like you're jumping rope. The feet don't have to move. Shoulders back, chest forward. Just recheck your form on your lunges so that you're not leaning forward. Ooh, these are gonna make my glutes burn. That's a good thing. They need the work. 3 seconds, push hard. And rest. Okay, going down to the mat. This is our leg lift with our bicycle crunch combo. Okay, so the first thing, I'm gonna put my arms behind my head for this one. Go ahead and start. You're gonna raise your feet up, lift the hips, come back down, and then I'm gonna crunch, crunch, and then I'm gonna do it again. Raise it up, come back down, crunch, crunch. Lower intensity option. Don't extend your legs all the way out. Just keep your knees in. Do a hip lift, and then crunch, crunch, knees bent, hip lift, crunch, crunch. So you can take the option of extending the legs all the way out if that puts too much stress on your lower back. But if you can't, high intensity, do the whole leg lift and rest. Nice job. Okay, we're coming back up to the jacks. If you want to do regular jacks, just change it up you can, or you can keep the side to side, out and in once. Ready? And go. Out and in. Nice work. Keep them a little bit higher than what feels comfortable so that you can get the shoulders working. Nice work. Don't get too frazzled or worked up with if you're able to do the lower intensity or the high intensity option. There's no labels on that. It's just easier for me to point out option 1, option 2, which I might start calling them that. Because no one is less than the other. It's whatever challenges you, but you can keep your form good. Rest. Nice work, guys. This is our tricep toe touch. So remember, our first option is alternating. Second option is to add the tricep dips to it. And start. So if you do the dips, you go down, touch the toes. Down, touch the toes. But you do have to change your grip. So for some people that might put too much stress on their wrists. So you can change your grip this way, or even go up on your hands and just eliminate the tricep. Those are options there for you. Just keep it moving for this one. You can also challenge yourself by pressing your hips up to a backwards tabletop, and then come back down, up, and then alternate your feet when you tap them. Good, rest. You can add a little hip press there. Okay, Nordic ski to lunge. This one might be my favorite out of the set. Only because it gets your heart rate up a little bit, gets you hopping around, might make you smile. All right, ready to go. Hop, hop, lunge. Hop, hop, lunge. Good. When you go down, I always mess up my hops when I start talking. When you go back up for your lunge, squeeze that front glute. Because that's the glute that's doing the work. Squeeze that front leg glute. Nice work. Keep it moving, everyone. You guys are doing great. 10 seconds to go. Push hard. Hop, hop, lunge. Push hard. Make that rest count. Rest. Good. You should be winded. Should be challenged. Should be feeling good. We're coming down to the mat. pinching the knees and coming back up and down. Nice work, guys. Hopefully by now you've got a little bit of a sweat on. A little bit feeling like you're challenged, but not overdone. The point of these is not to totally kill you for the day. I want you guys to still be able to enjoy the activities that you're doing. Whether that's running, good, pause and rest. Running, biking, swimming. Well, it's probably not too much swimming right now, unfortunately. Sorry, come back up. We're gonna do the jacks one more round. Okay? But the point of these is just to challenge, go start. Challenge yourself. Give yourself a 30-second break from the world or whatever you're doing throughout your day. Hopefully, bring a smile to your face. Give you some ideas for other workouts you can do on your own as well. As well as just kind of not have to think about it. So you just follow along to the routine. 15 seconds. And just break up your day. Good. 5 seconds to go. And rest. Okay, coming down for the tricep toe touch. Upside down bridge. I'll show you at the beginning here this hip lift that I was showing you at the end. So bring your hips up, and let's start so you touch a foot to the toe, and then you push your hips up as high as they can, and then you do the other side. You might feel a small stretch in your shoulder blades too. A lot of times with the tight shoulders and chest muscles, it's almost like a restriction of motion there. It's hard to push those hips up nice and high. Again, you can add a tricep dip in between each toe touch, or just keep it simple. I'm definitely not trying to confuse anyone with all the different options. Just want to keep it interesting, so you don't feel like you're just going through the motions. Want it to be a challenge. Good, rest. Coming back up, forward, last but not least of my favorite, the Nordic ski lunges with the hops in between. Trying to get that back knee towards the ground. Ready? And start. Hop, hop, lunge. Good. Great work, everyone. That's it. Hop, hop, lunge. You know these creep up on you, so just keep it moving. Step back lunges if you need to for lower intensity option. So you just step together and alternate. Good. 8 seconds. Push hard. 2 and 1. Great. Let's come back down to the ground. These are our leg lifts with the hips lifting off the ground. Bicycle crunch combo. Keep the knees bent for the second option. And coming up. Try and get those hips off the ground. If that's a struggle for you, you can put your hands by your side. Give yourself a little bit of a lift. But think about using your lower down, so you might be ahead of me or not. With your breathing, you want to exhale as you push your legs towards the side, and then you want to inhale to bring back in that oxygen as you bring your legs up to the center. Exhale, inhale. I'm going to do 3 more. 3, 2, and 1. Great job, everyone. Give yourself a pat on the back. If there's someone in your house with you, go run to them and give them a high five, or I'll take a virtual high five. Great job, everyone, today. Take a few minutes after we're finished and take a deep breath in, reach up, and exhale, back down. One more time, reach in, up, and exhale, back down. Good, make sure and cool down for a little bit. Do some core stretches since we did a little bit of extra core at the end there. All right, guys, that's a wrap for today. Thanks for joining the high intensity bodyweight workouts. I hope some of the options that I gave you worked well. Feel free to leave a comment if you have any questions, and be sure to subscribe to see more videos in the future. Thanks so much.